sharing with you a card that from my class a couple of weeks ago now, and playing with the dragonflies. I said this week would be full of all of our flying friends. So, sorry, we used butterflies on Tuesday and we're using dragonflies today. So this is the dragonfly stamp set, and it is in a bundle with the dragonflies punch. So you can buy these together and save 10%, or if you like one more than the other, you can just buy them separately. Hello, Miss Mary. Hello, Miss Cindy. So using these today along with, oh no, they're on the ground because I had them set aside. I didn't throw them away. I just had them set aside along with the Dandy Garden paper. Yay, Kelly, you finally caught me live. It has been a hot minute since I've seen you live. So that's awesome. So happy you can see me. Okay, so using the Dandy Garden paper, I'll show you some of this Dandy Garden paper when I am flipped around. So we're also doing a bit of a fun fold, and I've just very quickly tried to look, and it's not on my shelf either. Try and look for the fun fold card that inspired me to make this one. Hey Bev, hey Delinda, and it's from my downline Lorraine Morgan. Oh, thank you. It's an old one, but I love it. It's it doesn't look old on screen, but you know, it's a bit peeled. It's just a comfy t-shirt. We went out for a walk earlier, myself, David and Louisa, and I was wearing a denim jacket because where we walk, quite a bit of it's in the shade, so I was wearing a denim jacket as well. So I was doing the double denim because I'm wearing jeans as well. Hello, Miss Leanne. Hello, Shelley. Hello, Beth. Yes, so yeah, I was layering, but it is quite a sunny, warm day. Of course, there isn't much convincing needed. I will grab out some of the cards that I have made and received with this stamp set, because I've also received some cards from people using it and went, oh, I love that. And as part of, I bought this, was early release for demonstrators as part of On Stage last November. So I've had it for a while. So it feels like an old new set, if that makes sense. So the fun fold, and I'm going to show you how I've cut it, is this. So it's another partial front card. So I showed you the happy birthday one where I cut the card in half, and I did the same with the butterflies where I cut the card front in half. So here I've cut the two edges and we've got this fun fold. So really, really, really simple. I literally made this up. I just looked at the card. Hey, Carrie, thanks for joining. It is cute and it's also really simple. So just using the stamp set, the dies and the paper. I have, from this original card, I've also grabbed out some extras. So I've grabbed out the ladybug embellishments or trinkets, and I've grabbed out some ribbons. So we will step this original card up today because the girls did it in class and it looked really, really good. So I am just going to pop up here. Has everyone had a good week so far? Just while I pop up my video. Hey, Miss Margine. I hate that when the live videos capture a face, it's always the worst face you could be making, and they put that as a front screen. It's like, thanks, and now they'll use that one. I know they will. That's why I go in and change them as quickly as humanly possible, because who needs me pulling a face as the front screen as my brand? But watch the video and hopefully you'll like me, you know. Okay, yes, you do, Delinda. You do. Okay, that all looks okay. I've got that up and running. So what I'm going to do, flick the screen. No, but it chooses the worst. You talking and making a face, it chooses that screenshot to promote or profile the video. Yes, I agree, Bev. It's been a beautiful couple of days. Although both kids walked out of the house with jackets or jumpers on today. But it turned into a beautiful day. Mind you, they do leave at 7:30 in the morning. So it's uber early. Yes, you see, Kelly? You see. It's rude. It's really rude. But that's why I go in and I change it. So my laptop is moved. I have grabbed a few things out. So let's flick you guys around. Move my stand up. Oops, sorry. My hand flick you guys around. That wasn't me meaning to. So I apologize if anyone is a little seasick. Humbly apologize, but that's pretty much in the perfect spot. Hooray! Maybe not. Just trying to get it. Yeah. Now I fluffed it big time, didn't I? I'm just trying to do one thing, and of course it doesn't want to do it. It wants to be a saggy poo bottom. Yes, yeah, exactly. As long as they don't lose them, but they're at the right age that they shouldn't be using them. Hey, Chris, nice to see you. Okay, I think I'm a little high. That's the problem. My phone doesn't show the full screen that the computer does, which is always a bit of an issue. But I'll work it out. I'll go turn off the light and wait for my replay to catch up with us. Let's see. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. I do not profess to be professional. This is real-time crafting without swearing, because I try very hard not to swear on live videos. Sometimes it doesn't work. Rarely, but sometimes it doesn't. So we're using Dragonfly Garden and the punch. This is the Dandy Garden paper for anyone who has missed my previous unboxing videos. So these are lots and lots of offcuts that I have here. This is the paper we're using today with the back. You can punch these dragonflies with the punch, so the 5 of them match. The little ones do not match the punch. Just an FYI. And that's the back. And then we have a larger version of the shrunk down version that we're using. I love the background patterns on these. So this ends up actually being quite a masculine set of papers, because this is quite masculine. So we've got that. Then we've got bees on the back. They're funny bees. I haven't quite got my head around them yet. So we have a nice bumblebee stripe and leaves on the back. Lots of dandelions are featured in these papers. And I mean, dandelions are a weed, but they're pretty. Oh, I just got a text. How rude of them to interrupt. So I do apologize. Has it come through on my watch? No, it hasn't. Okay, this is a huge set of papers. Huge. So they're all the papers usable for so many so many occasions. This is pretty much an all occasion set. The colors in the set, which are nice and fun: basic black, blackberry bliss, you know I'm a winner when we get blackberry bliss, bumblebee, calypso coral, misty moonlight, mossy meadow, and whisper white. It's a punch, not a dye, Kelly. That's correct. It's a punch. No dyes on this one. Nice and simple. Who have I missed? Hey, Bev. Hey, Mary. Thank you for sharing, Bev. I appreciate it. So we are going to pop these aside because I have all my pieces pre-cut because this was for a class. So this is a different video. This isn't me. I know Misty Moonlight is one of my faves. Like, I'm going to be very soon mourning Pretty Peacock going. I use that color heat. So this is just what I have I have this for my classes, and lovely Chris, who comes on here and watches, sent me a set of these, which was very sweet. Not needed, but very sweet. So these are all my class bits that I have got out ready to go. My pouch is now away. So whatever's left over will go back in its proper home. La, 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 la. So I have pre-cut these pieces of paper into strips. I have also pre-cut our 3 card bases, and I have my card insides. Getting this all sorted. I will show you how I create the card base first, and then I will do all my stamping, and then we will do all our assembling. Okay, so just to keep it all, just so you know where we're heading today. Where do you get I don't know. Oh, where do I get the ones? Okay, Beth, you're in New Zealand. So I got them from the Reject Shop in Australia. I don't know if you have the Reject Shop in New Zealand. I know when I went to Auckland for On Stage Live, I didn't notice a Reject Shop, but that's where I got them from. So a $2 shop. Hello, Pablo. Thank you for joining. Just getting ourselves all organised here. Okay, right. I think we're ready to rock, guys. So yeah, in the Reject Shop, they're I want to say they're a pencil case. I can't remember. I think I've taken all the ones I have that I haven't used. I've taken all the labels off. Hello, Mr. Fort. How are you? Okay, so the card front. I'll show you, for those who have popped in, we're doing a fun fold. So I've just cut a portion of the card front off. So it doesn't matter how much you cut off. But what I did do is so I've cut off 2.5 centimeters, which is almost 1 inch. And what I did, even though this is already pre-done, I will show you. What I did is I pushed and make sure you've got a top folding card. I pushed my cutting blade all the way up using the marks here to line up with my score line, and went all the way to the score line and stopped. And then on the other side, I lined it up with 1.5 centimeters or 1 inch, depending on which way, and did exactly the same thing. Then to snip them off, you can either use your trimmer, or you can use a pair of scissors. So just using, you've got middle lines on this scoring or on this cutting blade, and that is that piece, off. And this way, just turn it the other way, line up the score line with our groove, because I need to do this to 3 cards, and then I'm lining up the middle line here, and I'm using a visual as well with my already cut line, and then that creates our partial card front base. So if this has a name, please tell me. Okay, cool. Sorry, making sure I'm not missing any comments as I'm going. Oh, why do I have 4 card bases? I might, I was going to show you how I did it, but I've shown you, so I'm going to pop this aside to put in my stash for later. I just showed you how to do that. Thank you, Bev, for sharing. I do appreciate it. Pablo, while I have you here and watching, I want to ask, and I'm sure Bobby has already asked, will there be push notifications for HAPS users so they know when their friends or people they have subscribed to are live? Because I know the YouTube and the Facebook push notifications work really well, but they don't appear to work so well with HAPS. Yes, Shelley, I did cut an inch off either way, but you must remember my cardstock size is a different cardstock size to you in the US. So I don't have 8.5 by 11 cardstock. So you can cut off whatever you want, but if you're wanting to make this card, it is different dimensions. So I would say make it up and cut off whatever you want, but I have cut off an inch either side. Or work out what size you want your middle panel to be, and then work off how much the side. Yes, exactly. That's why I said it, Bobby, because I didn't realize that Bev told you, and Pablo is here watching, which is awesome. And I know he is in charge of those types of things. And thank you, Pablo, for your recent Q&As and videos. They have been very, very informative. My pleasure, Shelley. Yeah, it's a bit hard when you guys in the US have totally different card base sizes to the rest of the world. Just putting it out there. It's not us, it's you. But I love you all the same. So just using my bone folder to make sure our front of our card sits flat. So this is the difference between me pressing it and me using the bone folder. Like, look, huge difference. And all the words I want to use aren't appropriate, so we're just going to say it makes a huge difference. Okay, Bobby, not a problem, but I thought I'd ask. Okay, so we have our strips that are going to go in the middle with a bit of a lip on either side, a bit of an outline, but that's not where we're going to go. We're going to bundle these together, and we are going to do our stamping of our inside panel. So what I've done, I've stamped down the side of the inside white panel. I do need 4 cards. I will have to do that card base later, but that's okay. So we need to stamp down the inside of the panel, and that is easy. And then even though it's on the inside of the card, it does make the front of the card as well, because we cut that out. Yes, we absolutely do, Bobby. Absolutely. So I have Kamikaze stamp sets. So while I'm here, I am going to grab out all the stamps that I need. So I'm going to need this Dragonfly, because if we're going to play favorites, that's my favorite Dragonfly. I'm also going to need my wings, which are stuck to there. Going to need the wings. We are going to need wishing you all the best. Wishing you all the best is actually from the other stamp set. So this is the coordinating in the mega bundle. You've got the Dragonfly Garden and the Garden Wishes. So I'm going to use the wishes. Now this stamp set, Kelly, just for you, this stamp set bundles with the dies. So the Garden Wishes bundles with the dies, and the Dragonfly Garden bundles with the punch. So that might be where you were getting a titch kerfuffled. Hey Jolizard, sorry I missed you popping in. Haven't seen you, I feel, live in a while. I need that. Now, what did I put on the inside? May things grow all year long. Do you know what? I'm going to leave. Oh, what do I want to do? Wishing you all the best, because I kind of want to keep it as a card I can use for a birthday, or a card I can use as a wishing you all the best. So a multi-purpose card. You haven't got that one? Okay, Kelly, I'll save you some money right now from this wish list. I only have the Garden Wishes stamp set. I don't have the Garden Wishes dies. Okay, if that makes you feel any better, I don't own these dies. I might say for a true friend. How about that? That is their multi-purpose for all occasions. Okay. Okay. I will grab a block in a second. Right. There we go. Grab a block for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. All done. I need my scrap piece of paper and get started. I forgot my flutterflies. I forgot my flock of dragonflies. And would you believe, walking home from the coffee shop, a dragonfly was flying above my head. And I went, oh, you don't know what I'm playing with. Hello, Mark. Thank you for joining. You too. You have full, see, I have FOMO, not full set syndrome. Okay, I need Bumblebee ink, which I have used since class because I kind of am in love with Bumblebee ink. And look, you can see what I've been playing with on my messy mat. Oh, thank you for the award, Mark. I appreciate it. So in the card that I have previously made, I did full strength dragonflies all the way down, but today I'm going to go full strength stamped off. Okay, full strength stamped off, just to create a little bit of interest. And then on the way up, I'm going to do full strength stamped off. Full strength stamped off. So then it's not the same side to side. Okay, so that's that stamping done, and I am going to stamp one off in the middle and stamp for a true friend right there in the middle. Just let me stamp that off first so we know it is stamping well. Okay, for a true friend. There we go. That is one done. Now we've just got to do it twice more. Okay. So these come together nice and quickly. And you could make a bunch of these cards like I have and just have them sitting in your stash. I'm doing these fairly, I'm keeping the sentiments quite open, so they can be used, as I said, for multiple occasions. So I do like having these more ambiguously sentimented, that isn't a word, but you guys know what I mean, with the ambiguous sentiments, so you can pick them up and use them for many occasions. I had a team member lose one of their pet family last week, and I just had a pet card, or a pampered pets card, in my stash, and I was actually able to just grab that card out and use it as a sympathy card. And I just used the sympathy stamp set in the middle, and that is perfect for her. So the outside doesn't have a sentiment at all, but the inside does. So with this card, I've just used quite broad sentiments. So that's our 3 card fronts done, and I will pop these stamps to the side. And what I need to do is stamp our 3 sentiments and then our 3 dragonflies. So once you get everything prepped and done, this all goes very quickly. And 3, and I dropped it and it fell the right way. Hooray! And for those of you who don't know me so well, that one's dodgy, so I'll turn it over. I craft because I have issues with my hands. That one's a bit bodgy too, but you know, that one's better than the other one. I craft to keep my hands mobile and using them because I have peripheral neuropathy in my hands. So it's one of the reasons why, no, I need that still. It's one of the reasons why I craft. Hey Rosebud, thanks for joining. I was yes, I was testing. It's a card coming, I can actually tell you when it's coming. It's coming on the 8th of this month. And that's all I'm telling you. It is for one of the groups I am an admin on. There is no video with it, but if you need a video with it after seeing me, if you guys want to see a video on any of the cards I don't do a video for, please just ask, and I am more than happy to do that. So I've just lined the sentiments up in the Timeless label punch and punched those out, and those sentiments are now ready to go. Now we need our 3 dragonflies. So we're just doing everything in batches. So I can get 3 dragonflies off here. And I'm just stamping this in the Blackberry Bliss. You guys know I love this color. Now I can't just get this in my hand the right way. I do make crafting look a little more complicated than what it is, but the fact I can do it means anyone can, even if they kiss the paper while lining it up like I did there. Okay, and 3. So that is my 3 dragonflies done. I can do this. Well, you will have to request or tell me if you want to see a video about the card when it comes out on the 8th. It is my sample for this month's SU Colour Challenge, which is already live. The challenge is already live on Facebook. My sample is not. So the colours are Garden Green, Seaside Spray, which is one of our other retiring in colours, which will retire at the end of May, but I can guarantee you everything in that colour will sell out before then. There we go. Get it in the sweet spot. So Garden Green, Seaside Spray, and Daffodil Delight are the colours. Hello, Ruth. I'm not making this card. We're just talking about it. This is just my scratch paper. Sorry to disappoint. We're doing this card. Okay, so just an FYI, the wings in the Dragonfly Garden stamp set, they match the right side of our dragonflies. I want to stamp it off. They match the right side of our dragonflies, but they also do work extremely well on the left side as well. Not perfect, but close enough. So you can see there, that is close enough is good enough. And Stampin' Up! Didn't want to make both sides because they thought it was close enough, which I agree with, and that way we get other images and sentiments in the set instead of a second set of wings. So, because that has been asked. So glad all of you are here. I do appreciate you guys taking up, well, in Australia, your lunch break or your dinner or your going to bed time, depending, even your morning, depending on where you are in the world. So this dragonfly punch is a double dragonfly. We are only using the big one today, but as many of you saw, I do have a little collection of mini vellum ones for from previous projects. So I do keep the mini ones and I will use them. Just keeping an eye on the comments as I'm going through. So I always lie my punch. I don't need this anymore. I always lie my punch on the table because I have pinched my boobs, I have pinched my arm fat, and I have pinched my hand. So be aware, if you hold it close to your body, you can pinch body parts and it hurts a lot. Hey Myrtle, thanks for joining. I don't know that you've joined at quite the right time, but anyway, so just beware. So I put it flat side down on the table. This way I can see where I am punching my stamped image. And I line it up as best I can, putting my tongue in the right spot and squeeze, and that punches out perfectly. And this is where I go quiet because I'm concentrating, and punch again. And these punches are like so clean. I love, it's just such a satisfying sound. It's funny, if I'm preparing for a class, my husband loves the click clack sound of me opening and closing my trimmer door, because I'll be watching something in here and just cutting up paper, and he goes, "What were you doing tonight?" And you were cutting lots of things because I was opening and closing the arm of my trimmer, and he loves the click clack. Yes, the position of the tongue is most important. You've pinched. Oh, Bobby, you've pinched your poor boobs. Your poor boobs. I've done it in a class too, Kelly, and everyone laughed at me, okay? So, you know, I'll just pass on my misfortune to everyone else so they can learn from my mistakes, okay? Okay, and now I get my finger caught. So now we are up to assembly. So I'm going to do all the card inserts first. And as always, or as majority of the time, I do need to, I've just looked at the card and realized I do need to punch my vellum circles, but that will not take me long. So because our what I call the card insert is going directly on the inside, I am just going to pop the glue to our card base because that just makes life so much simpler. And I lined up my stamping really well. It's as if that stamp was made to make a card like this. And the sounds when you're lining it up are absolutely required and encouraged, because I do realize I make sounds as I'm making my cards. What color? Sorry, I missed that. The inside of the wings are Calypso Coral. So to match these ones in the paper. So Calypso Coral, but unfortunately my Calypso Coral on the edge has discolored. Sad. Oh, Kelly. It doesn't help when they've sold significantly as well over the past couple of years. So they're a bit fleshier than what they always used to be. You know, I like to provide entertainment and real life stories here. Do what I say, not as I do or have done previously. Need to share the love. Share the love. Okay. Lie this down, get it lined up. That's pretty perfect. Pop it over there. Oh, it's not old or age, it's massive weight loss for me. Massive weight loss for me has called very, very saggy, very empty. But alas, I've spoken about this. My whole body is very empty. Pleasure, Bev. Pleasure. Happy to help. Happy to help. And as Bobby said, he's done it too. So, you know, the male crafting community are not immune to the punching of their breasts. So, yes. Yes, exactly. I am just a bunch of skin, Kel. A bunch of skin. And my fourth card, I've left my fourth card. Oh, I wonder if I can huff on this and get another stamping out of it. Yes, I can. I know that was cheating. Oh, thanks, Bobby. I appreciate you as well. Okay. So even though I've only made 3 cards with you, I'm assembling 4 cards. Okay. So this is 4 extra cards for my stash. And I was putting some cards away the other day and went, oh, my card box is getting really full. And then I realized I'm only a month ahead in the cards I've got divvied out for people. So I need to spend an evening watching a good TV show and doing my birthday cards because the labels are all done. Oh, you get nothing but honest with me, Kathy. I don't share everything, trust me. Trust me, you don't want me to share everything. So I used the 2-inch circle punch here. So I will grab that down, and I have one for my 4th. Okay, 2-inch circle punch. We need 3. Now this is our vellum cardstock, which I love and adore. And I don't know whether I was talking about it last video, that our vellum cardstock isn't like other vellum that you buy at other shops. It is a much heavier weight, and when it can be embossed and all of those no, it can't quite fit one there. But I do recommend a brisk push when you are punching out the vellum, because you can see here this one puckered just a little bit. I think it might be my punch, and I do use my circle punches quite a bit. So what I do is I get it to grab, and rather than just lazily pushing through, I do a fast brisk push, which gives me a much cleaner edge. I do have a bit of a daggy edge there, but I am not too worried. Okay, and don't put vellum in your recycling bin, because it's actually a plastic. No problems, Myrtle. Thank you for popping in. Thank you. So you can go from about the 45-minute mark when you come back, roughly about the 45-minute mark. Okay, so now we have everything punched out. I am going to play with a bit of ribbon. So this ribbon doesn't necessarily go with this set. So the ribbon that goes with this set is the braided linen trim. But because there is so much Mossy Meadow in this designer series paper, this gets lost. So what I grabbed for my girls when we had class was the Blackberry Bliss striped ribbon, and this is in the ice cream, sweet ice cream, sweet, and it goes perfectly. So what I'm going to do, I might just do it on one just for time, maybe. I'll see. I loved when the girls did it. I really did. So just a sweet little knot, no bows, just a knot. And this striped ribbon, as you can see, is very floppy and it's actually nice and soft. So it makes beautiful if my hands will do as they're told. This is why I tend to use a bit more ribbon than the normal person, because I need it a bit longer for my hands to do what they're told. The brain is willing, the body is not. Okay, so lovely, beautiful. Now I do have a specific pair of scissors for, I'm fluffing with it and getting it sitting exactly how I would like it. So I just want little ends, because this is a skinny piece. So because I tie off the roll, that's all I have sacrificed, which I'm happy with. Hello, Virginia. Thank you for joining. Yes, Kathy, now your mind is boggling. Oh, I'm glad you love vellum. I love vellum as well. I use it, I don't know. I want to say 50 to 70% of my cards have vellum on them. Okay, so that looks really nice. I don't know which way. I'm just laying it out at the moment to see where I would like the ribbon, whether I want it down the bottom or in between. Now, thinking this piece is slightly long for our card as well, I will have to trim the top. I think I like it at the bottom. Okay. Do we do ribbon on all 3 or 2 out of the 4? I'll let you guys, while I tie this one, this will give you enough time to vote for that one. So 2 or 4, because we'll be here for a while if it's 4. Oh, hey, Kathy. Oh, I'm so glad you've caught me live. Well, Kathy, if you want to see me stamping and giving lots of fun antidotes of what not to do, please make sure you go back and watch the replay. If not, enjoy what. Big deep breaths and concentrate on what one is doing. See, this is where I can truly show that I have a physical disability that affects my hands, but I will be stubborn and persevere. Jeez Louise. Sorry if anyone watching live or on the replays name is Louise. It's not at you, it's just a saying. I think I've asked this before. Do you guys say geez Louise in other parts of the world, or is it just an Australian thing? I mean, I know a number of Louises. I don't think they'd say it, but everyone else does. 2, 4. Okay, I think at my current pace, we're staying with 2, so I can show you with and without. Otherwise, I may be tearing my hair out, and I can't tear out my curls, because that'd just be sad. Okay, hooray. Now, when I don't know if you notice this, but I'll say it afterwards. When I tie my bow, once I've done that loop, I hold this side and I pull with one side only. And what that does, that makes the front a nice flat knot, and not that bunchy knot that you get. If you pull both sides, you do tend to get a bunchy knot, but if you pull just one side, you do get that beautiful flat fronted knot. Oh, I knew what you were saying, Kathy. I knew what you were saying. Not a problem, Donna. You've not heard of it in other countries. I'm sorry, Cindy. I'll send it back really soon. Keep it up. I try my best. And that's all anyone can do. That's what I tell my kids all the time. And your best is always different on every day. I really want this side to do what it's told. And you can certainly insert a word there, but it won't pass my lips while I'm on camera, because I'm too classy on camera for that. Can't say I'm as classy off camera, but you know, on camera we do have to keep up a certain persona. Yes, so that's the biggest and best tip I've ever got when tying a knot, is when you are doing that, when you are pulling through, is just pull with one side. I'm very jealous David's eating, because we did go to the coffee shop and I did get a very yummy macaron. It was so yummy. Vanilla and salted caramel. It was a blue one. I didn't even take a photo of it. Okay, I'm only doing 2, but that's okay. I've shown you this beautiful striped ribbon. I am going to pin it, otherwise it will drive me bonkers and come unrolled in my Stampin' storage boxes that I keep it in. So I just pop a little dressmaking pin in there. The ribbons, I don't, yeah, that's okay. It's not going to go anywhere. My satin ribbons, I do not put a ribbon in, because it doesn't, the pinhole doesn't heal like it does on these, and you know what I mean by heel. So I don't pin my satin ribbon, and the only satin ribbon we've got at the moment is the Real Red. Well, that's the one I own. There may be other colours, but I've got the Real Red satin ribbon. Okay, let's get moving. We can curl our wings here, so you can do this with a bone folder. You girls know I have my nails. They help me infinitely. I don't reckon I could pick up anything without my nails. Using our dimensionals and my scissors or my multi-purpose tool, because they're just an extension of my hand and I use them like this. I'm just going to add one to the middle and then one each side to the label. Done. Okay, take our vellum circle. I'll remove my washi tape from my rubbish. Get it off my finger. And I'm going to center the dragonfly. So I'm not going to like center the body. I'm going to center the whole dragonfly, and then I can put it on whatever angle I so wish. And I should have gone through and put dimensionals on all of these at the same time, but you know, that happens. That happens. So please tell me, while I am assembling, what are your plans for the weekend? I maybe plan on going out and having some retail therapy. Not necessarily for me. I would like to upgrade my fan situation here in the study and get a fan. There's also a heater because yes, I do use a heater all year round because my legs are always cold because of my neuropathy. So that is something I struggle with a lot. So I feel like my current little blow heater isn't quite cutting it really. So I'm thinking of upgrading. I have, but I am in the end adding our dragonfly trinkets. So I'm thinking putting that on is going to be a step too far for this project and what I'm planning, but that is a fantastic suggestion. I really like that suggestion, Chris. Card and baking therapy, maybe dirt therapy. Okay, I don't do dirt therapy. Yeah, we've got a Dyson one elsewhere in the house, Kel, and I'm looking at grabbing another Dyson one. So, yeah. That's what we're thinking. We were going to buy one weeks ago and we never actually ended up getting there. So this is kind of, not that I've told David about this. He may be listening because he's got the day off today, hence us going for a coffee. Not that I drink coffee. I had a hot chocolate, which was very yummy. I was looking for the dimensionals, and as always, right under my nose. Yep, exactly. Legs are always cold all year round. But that's okay. I just deal with it. But yeah, like we could have the air conditioner on in the house for everyone else, but I have a heater going around me. That was not very good punching. So And see, he's warm. Mind you, I'm quite warm at the moment too. I'm certainly not cold right now. So that's the bad one because I missed the O. Okay. And we are going to attach our ladybugs when we get there with glue dots. Hello, Pamela. Thank you for joining. Ah, right. So you have MS strain. Kel, do you get sore legs? I'll ask you while you're here. I'm so glad that so many of us do have the same symptoms and that you guys understand. Thanks for joining, Jane. I appreciate it. Okay, right. Now, I am remembering that these are full 3-inch strips. They are not the normal, they're a titch longer than the height of our card. So I'm keeping that in mind as I am assembling. And I am certainly okay with this overhanging this label, but I've smudged it, but yeah, these things happen. Ah, okay. No problems. No problems, Cindy. Ah, see, I don't have pain necessarily with my neuropathy. I don't have constant pain. I am quite lucky in that respect. And I do say so far because things may change and I don't want to preempt something that will change. But at this point, I don't have constant pain. That's not saying I don't have pain, but I don't have the constant pain, which is I'm thankful for. Just making sure these strips are going in the correct direction. I don't even know if these are straight, but you know they're going on all the same. Oh, no problems at all, Jane. Thank you so much for popping in. Yeah, I am not necessarily long-winded, but yeah, I do all my videos in real time. And I can never really do a dragonfly straight. I did my butterfly card that I made on Monday. The original one I did was straight, and then I totally changed my mind into making it on an angle because it looks more natural and as you would see them in real life. But that's just me. I could, but I'm not going to because it's a handmade card. It's not a Hallmark card. It's handmade. Hallmark wouldn't do as nice a card as this. Just saying. But yes, I certainly could stick another label, but the person I give it to isn't going to go, oh, Ellen smudged that. They're going to go, okay, my hope is they're going to go, oh, Ellen loved me enough to send me a card. That's always my hope, is that they appreciate the card rather than the workmanship often, because all my cards always have a mistake on them. But I know the mistake, and if I do the video, if I make the card on the video, you all know the mistakes. But in the end, if the mistake isn't huge, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Because it's the love and care that go into making the card, and for me, the enjoyment and the therapy just keeping my hands moving. Yes, I'm looking at one of your cards right now, Kel. You make beautiful cards. You all make gorgeous cards. Okay, last one for this, and then we are going to look. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm then going to stick all of these to the middle front section of our cards. Must have unfolded that one. And then I will see where I want my ladybugs. But I think most of the girls in class put the ladybugs on the sentiment labels. Putting my bone folder away. That's sitting better. So I'm going to play smart, not hard again and put the glue on the actual card front, because that just means we get less glue over our hands. Always appreciated. And then if I happen to get a tremor or a shake, it doesn't matter so much. So I'm just putting it flat here so I get that piece of paper flush. Just a little bit of a wiggle, and you can see we are over by just a titch. But I wanted this dragonfly lower because I wanted to see the Calypso Coral and the Blackberry Bliss ones there. Next. So I just love the design of these cards. So I know Lorraine will watch this video later, and she really did inspire this design. I just wish I could find the card she gave me. I know I've got it. I just can't find where I put it. Ooh, this one has a bit less of a matte, but that's okay. Let me scoot that down. That will do. Next. So, did I miss everyone's weekend plans? Yes, exactly. My granddaughter likes card making with me often, Kathy. We're talking about heaters. So what are you guys all doing on the weekend? You didn't tell me. It's just scrolling through. I always do miss comments. I'm so sorry if it's your comment I miss. It is never ever intentional. It is always just the fact I'm trying to juggle crafting and chatting with you girls and guys at the same time. So okay, 3 done, 4, last one, and then oh, perfect, Kelly, perfect. Hey, Chris, were your ears burning because we were talking about your zipper pouches earlier? Because all these supplies were in one of the zipper pouches, because they are what I use for class. It's perfect to corral all the products in for class. So I do appreciate them. Sorry, concentrating at the same time. I do know my voice just went a little weird. Concentration. Okay, I do need to swap to my big scissors for these. Yes, absolutely. Hey, Sheila, thanks for joining. Just catching me at the end of the video. I'm not done yet. I've just got some ladybugs to add to my cards, and then we have made 4 together. I personally find it easier to use long-handled scissors to cut these edges off, but paper snips work perfectly as well. Just for me and my hands, I just find my long-handled scissors easier. Right, rubbish. I am now finished with this glue, so recap. Pop that back in its home and glue dots. Right. Last, not a problem. So you go to midweek church, Sheila. Was there a Bible study or something special going on, or do you just go to a midweek service? Not that I attend church anymore, but I do come from a very religious family, so I get it. Okay, I'm going to attempt, note the word attempt, because I'm not sure this will work, but we will soon see, because these are quite heavy, is use my, see, will it work? Ha, yes. Take your pick tool. So I definitely want 4. Try again. Just trying to get them on their side. I want to use all the bad words. So you can just imagine and say those words for me, because my fingers really don't. That was almost disaster. Yeah. Right. Gather the sticky bit at the top of this. And this may just work. Aha, look at that. Look at that. That is 2. Now we've got to do this 2 more times. Three. Once more. Come on, just once more, please. No. Not even looking at all the comments at this stage. 4. Right, hooray! So these are our ladybug trinkets, and these go with the Dandy Garden Suite. You got your eyes checked. Of course you were thinking about me when you got your eyes checked. For those of you who don't know, I do work at an optometrist. I am not an optometrist. I just do some phone calls for an optometrist, and have done so for many years. So I am thinking we just put this little baby. I'm thinking we might need to go like opposite. Oh, the spacing here is much better on this side. Oh, can you get off my scissors? Apparently it's going to be facing down. Let's just go with what the embellishment wants to do. Okay, 2. This one just keeps on wanting to spin. These are very cheeky. Are we sure Denise is not in the house playing tricks on me? Because seriously, ladybugs. Okay. Okay. That's good. I know. And this is the original. I've beefed it up by using ribbon and the ladybugs, because they are so uber cute. So cute. And how could I not use them when they are so cute? And the 4th card. They're just so sweet. And because they're that brass brass color, like aged brass, they don't visually take a lot away from the card. So we have just made 4 cards. 4. Thank you so much for hanging with me while I did this. If you do want any of these products and you live in Australia, please pop over to my store and purchase them. So we have used the Garden Wishes stamp set for the Wishing You All the Best. We have also used the Coordinating Dragonfly Garden set and the Dragonfly, I'm going to pop it this way, the Dragonfly punch, the 2-inch circle punch, the Dandy Garden paper. What else did we use? We have used the Blackberry Bliss, and I'll get it English way up, striped ribbon. And the colors we have used Blackberry Bliss, because I should be able to do this. We have used Blackberry Bliss, Bumblebee, and Calypso Coral. I know this one looks really weird. I don't know what I did with this one to make it look so different to that one. So and of course we used the ladybug trinkets as well. So I will pop those just up here, and we use those trinkets. Oh, and I forgot the Timeless Label Punch. So this is a non-die cutting card. It's not very often I do a non-die cutting card, but here it is. 3 punches, 2 stamp sets. I could have used other sentiments and just used this single stamp set, but I did not. Thank you, girls. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. I should be back. I didn't check my diary before I came on, but next Tuesday, oh, there goes my scissors on the floor. Next Tuesday, I will see you girls. Not sure what we're doing at this stage. I don't have anything planned. All my planned live cards don't exist. So never know, we may even delve into, because I do have a couple of bits and bobs not inside my Use It Up box yet. So we might grab those and do a Use It Up card and see what we can come up with. So that'll probably just be a single card on Tuesday. But you guys have an amazing weekend. If I can help you with purchasing or help you with any questions, please don't hesitate to ask, and I shall see you then. Bye.